Hello there folks, and welcome back to this, the final disc in the Let's Play for Final Fantasy IX, brought to you by myself, Lazo, and the Genome Relocation Program. Just remember, just £2 a month could help us find a lifeless dummy a home amongst some creepy guys in hats. Yeah. So moving right along, Colin is very optimistic about this plan. He thinks it's all going to be great. And today in here is a little more cautious, shall we say. This guy's like, wait, this was Colin's idea. Yeah. He wanted the genomes to start their new lives here, with the other puppets. Maybe we can understand them better. Yeah. He also said that you guys should give me all of your money. And, items, if you have any. And also, if you guys can get along with the genomes, maybe humans can get along with, the rest of you. Without you all murdering each other, preferably. Yeah. That's good to know. He's going to do his best to look after them. Though it just begs the question, doesn't it? I don't think the black mages ever actually have to eat or any such. I don't think they have to anyway, from what I've seen, but do the genomes? Is this a monster? No, he's a chocobo, not a monster. He's called Bobby Gorwin. Bobby Gorwin. So you gave him a name. Yeah, Bobby Gorwin. Isn't it a great name? It's alright, I suppose. Sounds a bit like a folk singer from the 60s. Bobby Gorwin. What is it? Oh no, I think the chocobo's developing a taste for human flesh. It won't bite, no, it'll peck. And tear and rend with those giant talons it has on its feet. Seriously, look at the size of those talons. How can that thing be anything but a carnivore? No, Bobby Corwin, come back! No, don't rip its tail off. Yeah, really likes his new friend. A bit of salt and pepper. So why can't you just use his first name if you've given him a full name? In fact, why have you given the animal a full name and, in the first place? That seems a touch... Well, not even a touch. That's pretty damn weird. Why do you display these items? Why? For the customers, I think. What are customers? Oh, they bring money and they hand over the money at the shop and then, yeah. And what is money? Money is, well, that's a long story. See, first there was the bartering system, but then people found out it's kind of hard to keep carrying sheep around whenever you want to get something, so, yes. World only have two things. Things you can eat, things you cannot eat. That is all you need to know. Yes. Words of wisdom or gluttony, perhaps. Does the water here ever stay still? What do you mean? Perhaps you get a puddle. Water flows, doesn't it? The water of Bram Bao was always still. It was a self-contained system, that was why. It wasn't part of a river. Well, presumably Terra's got rivers and estuaries and some such somewhere. Something's got to feed those giant mushrooms that were growing. One would presume. Looks like they're off to a good start, eh? It's like watching kids play. It's not their fault that they are, how you say, a bit special. They've only just begun to live their lives. Can lost time ever be recovered? I don't know. But there's only one thing we can do. And what would that be, Freya? Do please enlighten us. Of course. We must protect them from anyone who tries to take their time away from them. Again, this is where we have that philosophical debate, isn't it, guys? Personally, I'd say you should teach them how to stand up for themselves, rather than being their once and future and only heroes, but... that's just me. What can I say? I like the idea of self-empowerment over reliance. Princess, is this really what you wish? What on earth are you talking about, Malcolm? Cool, I must have done something to the leaf tree to cover the world in mist. Well, yes, but I think we'd all gathered that so far, thank you. Do not think it wise to consult the Regent Cid before the final battle. Why, has he got some sort of expertise in killing mist monsters? No? Just us? Well, let's carry right along then, shall we? Plus, of course, you know, public panic, riots in the streets, pillaging, looting, blah blah blah. All tremendous fun, but not particularly helpful. I'm sure everyone is apprehensive about the reappearance of the mist. I need Uncle Sid to protect Lindblum right now. From, you know, the mist spawn and all that other crazy shit that's probably going on. Indeed, we must defeat that enemy on our own. Yeah, kind of the way it works in Final Fantasy. You may get help along the way, but the final fight is always down to you and your party, no one else. Right, we all ready? Sort of. Yep, let's go. Well, she says let's go, but I'm gonna go level up a little bit and do some equipping and such before I actually go and enter the final fight. You've seen Kuja's power. He destroyed a world by himself. Yeah, that was pretty bitchin'. Yeah. You don't have a 1 in a million chance of defeating him. You'll all die. No, this game isn't that difficult. I do love that, breaking the tension of the moment completely. Wow, this girl knows a lot of complicated words. Doesn't she though? Take care of her, would you? Her name's Mikoto. She's kinda like my little sister. I feel annoyed every time I see her. Mikoto, listen to your big brother and make some friends, you miserable little gal. How silly. Oh, getting all embarrassed, how cute. But yes, it's time to go beat the crap out of big brother. Even a fly lives for a day. No, I didn't mean to say that we're going to get our asses handed to us. I said we're going to win. Exactly. Thank you, Garnet. Let's go to the leafer tree. Won't let Kuja have his way? In but a moment. I'll see you all there. Hey folks, how's it going? Right, I did some leveling. I'm currently at level 60 with most of the characters, as you can see, and I've equipped a bunch of stuff that protects me against wind damage. Because before I can enter the area for the final fight, I have to fight a dragon, and most of the dragons you fight in this game, at least boss-wise, tend to use wind attacks, so yeah. Admittedly, I haven't actually got as much stuff as I should have, really. I ran around a bit, and in order to upgrade myself and do some other bits and pieces I needed to, I had to sell a few things, which I probably shouldn't have done, really, but yeah, it's not exactly going to kill me. As long as I've got stuff that can at least minimise how much damage I'm taking, between auto regen and stuff like that, I should be able to manage quite well. I'm going to be using Master Thief and Bandit, because there are a couple of bosses coming up who have stuff that my characters need, and it's easier to steal it than to buy it. You may have noticed, by the way, that Steiner now has a weapon called the Excalibur, which you can get by completing the Trino auction side quest. Literally just purchase every single rare item, sell them on to the people around town who want them, and eventually you'll get a thing called a magical fingertip. Go to a place south of the Forgotten Continent, I believe. Just south of the Wind Shrine, basically. You'll find a place for a waterfall called Daiguro. Go in there, talk to the old man outside the inn, he'll have it off you in return for the Excalibur. So, all of that explanation done, let's crack right on and go kick Kuja's ass, shall we? Yeah. It's like one of those things you used to bounce as a kid, isn't it? The glowy balls. Yeah, charging! FMV triggered. Admittedly, one of the best FMVs of the game. The only one I like more than this is probably the end of Disc 1 FMV. You know, that scene of you all lying, beaten and broken in the rain. It's just something about that scene that gives me shivers, but this is epic on a whole different level. My god, it's a dragon, and more dragons. But wait, what's this coming out of the mist? More ships, and they're on our side. Because the one downside to flooding the entire world with mist is that at least one continent has an entire navy full of ships built on killing things by using the mist to power them. And you may have noticed the Scottish flag adorning the first ship we saw there, because apparently the Scottish have randomly leapt into the game to help us. So yeah, we'll see how that goes really, won't we? All ships, clear a path for the invincible. We can't let you guys steal the show by yourselves. My god, Uncle Sid? What? How did he even know we were here? Probably because of Baku. He loves his big showdowns with Zabaku. Now, let's get rid of those dragons. Well, we've got the most powerful ship. We could just fire our massive lasers and wipe out all the dragons in a couple of hits, surely. Oh, whatever. Boom! Surprise, bitches! Red Rose to the rescue. And where there's the Red Rose, there is bound to be General Beatrix. Our ship is gonna burst. Do not fret, your captain is about to enter Valhalla. You're a Pluto Knight, now act like one. I'm not sure how well it's going to turn up through the pop guard, but besides, we all know you only came because you were worried about Captain Malcolm. Did you say something? Aww. It's rather a childish reaction from a grown woman, but still. Red Rose, could it be Beatrix? That's quite a woman you've fallen in love with. Unnecessary comma there. Grandma Natsumi can't help but point it out. You're one to talk. Forgot she's standing right next to you, haven't you, Malcolm? And what do you mean by that? Time to walk to the other side of the room and look inconspicuous. Well done. Right, let's bust on through. To the other side. Charge! What's the worst that could happen? Crap. And we've all been destroyed. No, not really. I've just triggered a boss fight. Right, is this going to be as difficult as I remember? This is the question. Because I've not done this fight in about 9 years now, so I really can't even remember. Other than knowing that it is a dragon, I can't remember how the hell I'm supposed to beat it. I really hope it's not one of these things that needs any specific level of twatting. Just when I can, generally smack around until it falls over and dies. That would do me nicely, to be quite frank. And yeah, it's going to use water. Yeah, that's just grand. The only boss in the entire game, well, apart from Kraken, I think, who uses water attacks. He's supposed to be using things like Twister and other wind-based attacks. Because I've got nothing equipped that protects me against water whatsoever. Admittedly, most of his stuff only does about 1.5 grand damage to my most susceptible characters anyway. But I think it actually heals Steiner, because Steiner can absorb water, but still. The point being, it's not exactly a desperation time, because I've got, auto potion, I've got auto regen. So everyone's going to cure themselves within, the space of a turn, but still. Kind of annoying. I'm going to make use of Flare, because that's one of the things I purchased. Was I think it's the Master Mage's staff, or something like that. It's the second most powerful staff that Vivi can have. The only one better than this is the Mace of Zeus. I think that's Mace of Zeus. That's the one, which you can't find until you enter this next area of the game, anyway. So, but yeah, I'm going to keep casting Flare at it for about 7 grand of damage, and I'll say I might. Yeah, I'll have Zidane keep stealing. We'll keep casting Flare with Vivi for now, and I think that should just about do it, to be honest with you. A couple of auto potions and such, and yeah, this is turning out to be a much easier boss fight than I remembered. Admittedly, I think the very first time I ever did this, I arrived on these purple shores at a paltry level 39 or something like that, having just barely survived the final boss fight for this free. And I ran straight into this and promptly got my ass handed to me, because not only back during those days was I not really too should I put this? To up on the idea of using armour that wasn't the very best for, you know, the various statuses it enabled you to have, such as absorbing wind or water, etc. But I just wasn't a very high level in general, so yeah, I used to die pretty often. Speaking of dying, have I... No, he's just gonna... I thought I'd finally done it. No, he's just gonna lift me up in the air and smack me on my face. As you do. Right, I'll keep... Actually, no, I'm gonna suck up a bit of MP first, and then I'll carry on attacking him. Yeah, actually doing me nicely. Stole the grand armor. Rock and roll. That was pretty much what I wanted to do. So yeah, that works nicely. Ah, miss me. What use is counter if you miss? Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll just keep attacking because I'm in trance with Malcolm at the moment. So I'm going to do 9,999. Right. That should just about do it, I reckon. If I can charge my MP right back up to full before I end this fight, that would be grand, really. I think that would probably be my best plan, actually, yeah. Avoid having to use, you know, a tent or whatever. Oh, shit. Actually, no, this should be fine. I've got stuff that... Yeah, I've got stuff that protects me against wind. I should be fine for this. Nah. If it didn't work or cause so little damage, it's not even worth mentioning. Right. Try a couple of bios on him, just see what it does. Ooh. Aha, there we go. This is how return magic works. Now, I gotta admit, I didn't actually know that this worked on magics that weren't player types, if you take my meaning. I didn't know this actually could return, you know, creature special abilities. But apparently it can, and apparently I've killed him. Like, oh, Macarena epic death for Bieber. Yeah, I'm not sure what the whole shimmying thing was about. He was like waving his dragon tits at us. Perhaps that's supposed to psych us out in his death throes, I don't know. Either way, I don't think it really worked, did it, boys and girls? Yeah, you hold that Excalibur aloft, Malcolm. Getting all these throwing items, I'm not going to use Amaranth at all. Alright, okay, I'm going to walk down to the bottom of the area. Are you sure this will work? Is no problem. I warped in from outside before. Well, I guess this is the only exit. We find same magic field outside when we come back. Maybe, possibly. We see. I warp in when I step into magic field outside. Right, I guess there's no point worrying about it then. Let's just do this. And the screen goes black. Is that a good black? As in it's loading something, or as in it's crashed? I think we may have crashed. Bollocks. Oh no, there we go. We're good, we're good. The game's just screwing with me. What is this place? What's wrong? Did someone just call my name? Well, other than Colin just now, no. Very peculiar. Maybe you're just hearing things. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I'd know if I was going crazy. Wouldn't I? Yes, you would. You hear that? No, I don't hear anything. So, can you hear me? Garland? I am speaking only to you. Garland, what is this place? What's going on? Memoria, a place of memories. Well, that answers precisely nothing. Yes, your memories brought forth this place. Again, cryptic bullshit time. Here you shall witness the entire truth. Well, that's... yeah. You have no choice. Now, go. Delightful. He's not going to tell us, he's trying to reveal it, bit by bit, dramatically. You know, rather than just telling us all at once, so we're prepared to go kick Kuja's ass. We're not, you know, disheartened or confused when we arrived. You all heard me talking, right? Uh-huh. Yeah. Looks like I was the only one who heard him. Crazy. I was just talking to Garland. You know, the evil guy that we killed? Well, Kuja killed. Yeah, he told me that damn memories created this place. Why are you all looking at me like that? Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on either. Guess we'll just have to keep moving forward. That is generally the idea, matey. Charge! Don't think there's any enemies along here, but let's not risk it, eh? Now that is cool. It's actually building the castle as we watch. Okay, I'm gonna tent up real quick, just to heal everyone, and I shall see you all in the next episode. Until then, folks, bye-bye.